Alright, it's time for the EU Weekly 234 Finals. It's the weekly Clem vs MaxPax show. Clem in the top left for Team Liquid, MaxPax for Storm Gaming, coming right in. And going to do a little bit of harass on Amphion to start the series off. Now, these guys have been back and forth recently. I don't remember the last time Clem just 3-0 stomped a MaxPax. For a little while, that was a concern. There was a few weeks there where it felt like 2 out of 3 weeks was kind of one-sided Clem victories, then there'd be like a back-and-forth close MaxPax victory. Feel like the last few times they've played, it's been a bit more back and forth, and there's actually been a few other names making it into those finals as well whenever one of them has taken a week off. So we'll see how this one goes. Marine first. You know who's been loving his Marine first? I mean, there's games where we go double gas Reaper every game. Other games just Marine. Now, is this a 3-gate? This looks like a 3-gate with that pro positioning. MaxPax. He's chronoing an Adept out. He's got a second pylon there blocking the Reaper path. Yeah, it's a 3-gate proxy, guys. He's going to proxy a second gate there, build a third gateway at home. Ah, okay. This could be really effective, especially if he's just building a few Marines and, say, a Hellion. And normally you'd just build a Hellion here. Zuzo, thanks for the 13 months, yo. Pig, I'm visiting you this weekend. Are we eating that sandwich? Mate, you know your missus would be mad. If you come to my place, where we have all of the best Chinese food in Sydney nearby, and you make her eat a peanut butter, Nutella, and ice cream sandwich, she will kick our asses. As would my wife as well. I think both of our misses would kick our ass. So I don't know. I think you're going to have to hold off on that one, Activillain. To be fair, I don't actually have bread or Nutella at home at the moment. I do have peanut butter. I do have ice cream, vanilla ice cream. For those who don't know, of course, I have a monstrous sandwich. That is a favorite highlight video of mine. I was playing that on stream just before casting this series. Well, it's peanut butter, Nutella, vanilla ice cream, some sort of crunchy cereal. You could use like cornflakes or something, but I find Special K is the best Australian cereal that just goes with it. And yeah, just get a slice of vanilla ice cream in there and have it melt while you get diabetes and eat a chunk of peanut butter, Nutella, and ice cream. Adept's coming in for MaxPax. He's finding some really good damage so far. Gets himself an SCV, gets in, gets out. Nice start. Problem for Clem is he still doesn't know what's going on. And remember what I was saying, if he goes just Hellion, not Cyclone, he's got a tech lab building, but he hasn't built anything else out of the factory. These Adepts, oh, this is such a good start. This is such a good start. Oh God, get back to the bunker. Marines need to get to that bunker. Get into the bunker, get into the bunker. Okay, he will get able to fight. He's going to pull the SCVs. Widowmine does get sacrificed. The Adept does by MaxPax. MaxPax going to lose one of these Adepts to the next Marine shot. Does go down. Here we go. Medevac is there now. And with the medevac healing, it's a bit harder to take these SCVs out. One more shot should be able to deal with that one. And it looks like MaxPax will have to back away. Or not. I mean, the bunker is so far from the ramp, so you can always run around the bunker on this map. That's actually a problem that you run into as Clem. Good focus fire. Look at those Marines. Those Marines get 4-shot by the Stalkers, guys. SCV starting to go down, but so does a Stalker. If you get rid of the Marines, though, there's almost no firepower. Oh, the medevac hot pickups. He keeps dodging Stalker projectiles. Clem hanging on clutch right now. Is it enough, though? Loses a lot of mining time, loses a few SCVs. Behind this, Blinkers on the way. MaxPax continuing to probe while Clem is losing massive amounts of mining time. And here comes a Cyclone in a medevac. He's going to try and take out the Widowmine, knowing these Stalkers are trapped. And, well, 3 more Stalkers come in. They get a Widowmine and a couple Marines. You don't want to stay long enough for that Cyclone to lock on, though. That Cyclone is a damage dealer, man. Oh, the Stalker barely gets out of there. And Cyclones have to back off as well as more warp in comes in the north. Tank and a Liberator on the way. I think Liberator for counter pressure, but I don't think you have any plan of moving out with your Marines anytime soon. I think this is a purely defensive siege tank. Oh, Clem! Clem, what are we doing, bro? A little bit slow on that pickup. That being said, Liberator goes in. Second Liberator is actually building right now. Mad Dog with some crazy counter harassment. If he gets these Stalkers, that could be big, but the SCVs didn't quite trap the Marines. Get inside the bunker. Liberator is up to 4 probes, 2 Stalkers warping in. The Liberator is going to unsiege and run away right now. Stalkers don't get any hits on it, which means it can be reused for that later. I think he's going to probably, in a moment, siege up the natural and the main once both Liberators get over there as well. So Clem's still got some sort of follow-up harassment, which is very cute. I think MaxPax Pylon may have seen the Liberator cross over to that right side, so he might be expecting it coming in from the right. Clem's about to see that third base timing. That's going to make him feel good. He goes, okay, thank gosh, the third isn't done yet. I mean, maybe not good, but better about the situation. If the third was already done, things would be very rough. Stalkers are just going to run in and take out this lab. Can he kill a Stalker? MaxPax doesn't bother pulling away. Oh, he's got Blink. Sorry, Blink is done now, but look at that. One lib goes down just for damaging a Stalker. Other one's going to get at least 4 kills, make it 5. Damn, Clem's so annoying with these libs. And doing this while turtling up at home with Tank Bunker. He's now got his engineering bay there. He'll start +1 when he has the gas. He's got stim and shields. Reactors building on the starport on the factory so he can start mine medevac production in the near future. Clem's being a very annoying Terran player. Gets caught off by a 3-gate and yet keeps up the counter pressure. That's Clem's ability, you know, not just turtle up, but just to bounce across the map and immediately punish his opponent. Now, that bunker's weak. Those tanks are a little exposed, but I don't think the Stalker count's big enough to take advantage, right? He could blink across this left side. Here comes the 8 Marine drop. 8 Marine drop's going to move in. Lib comes in as well, potentially from this left side. No, Lib's still there, but the Marines, oh. Bam, 3, 4, 5, 6 probes, easy. 7 probes, easy. Picks up, boosts away. Liberator should be unsieging as well, but the Stalker should at least get that one. Maybe, maybe not. Liberator survives. Marine drop goes for more. I mean, most players would just pull the drop away and try to keep it alive. Clem's a psychopath, though. He says, oh, I'll take, I don't know, 4 more probes, 2 more Stalkers. You know, just the classic Terran discount detail. Welcome. Welcome to D-Town, mate. That's savage. He's going to kill the gateway as well. Looks like he got a Stalker out here. This is a terrible start now for MaxPax. Things have gone awry. Even the Liberator being a bag of nonsense. Third base, slowly getting saturated. But the main base has to be refreshed here as Storm does start to come in. Clem's already ready for the frontal push. 2 siege tanks, a couple mines, a couple marauders. Stalker's going to try and pull back. They do at least take out 1 Widow mine, but as the marauder stim, concussive luckily is not done. So even if the marauder tags, doesn't necessarily get the follow-up kill. MaxPax gets himself a Marine there and does teleport away. Up 5 probes is MaxPax, but he's down 35 army supply. That is not good. Stalker struggling. Oh, he's not watching. He's not watching. The Lib's going to siege up his natural. He's so focused on the front because he's so far behind right now. MaxPax is going to take big damage to the Lib while getting overrun at the front at the same time. The Lib was sieging his natural. No answers for MaxPax. Clem defends the 3-gate with poise and starts smashing it. Very well played. All right, well, that was a stunning victory. It's funny, I'm casting this after casting the NA finals, which Clem was in. So I've actually casted this off the replays just after the NA finals, which Clem just, you know, he kind of ripped his way through the American tournament. Like, really, really sick TVP. Just Protoss after Protoss falling. And he's going to be going for a proxy barracks here in game 2. Not putting it up against an edge is a bit risky, because it means if it gets found by a probe, you don't have like the wall to help protect your building SCV. So if this probe goes there, which it's not, unfortunately, it's going to go straight. That sucks for MaxPax. Because if he went up, that's an easy SCV kill. Clem has to cancel the barracks, build it at home, and his opening scuffed. But right now, works out okay for Clem. That was a 15 barracks, by the way, that he built over here. Very quick barracks. Was it even 14, actually? I think it was 15. You guys can comment if you caught that. I don't want to rewind or anything. So I'm really curious to see what goes on here, because Golden Ore is a big map, a lot of room. MaxPax will wall off the ledge as well, which is going to at least delay that Reaper a good amount. He knows there's no expansion. Does he build a Zealot, I wonder? Is MaxPax a Zealot builder to help deal with the Reaper? Or is he a Zealot builder to counter pressure the map? Or does he simply ignore it and just keep doing his normal build and rely on that probe micro? I was talking to someone and they were like, I think it was Estrella. He was saying, I don't know how to not lose 2 probes to proxy barracks. I think it was when I was saying, hey, you know, you're going to beat Beyond Man. When he said he was going to lose, he's like, dude, I'm literally just going to lose probes to proxy barracks. And I was like, and I said to him, I said, well, you know what? I asked MaxPax this same question. You know what he said, right? Just micro. MaxPax is one of the best of that micro. He had to stay down here to build the battery. That does mean he's very exposed, though. Reaper moving up to the high ground. Ooh, oh, pull back the probe, pull back the probe. Probe on the other side is getting a few SCVs off the line, but also getting very damaged. So unless he manages to regen shield soon, he will be going down. 2 probes have fallen. This could be number 3. Oh, nice move from Clem. 3 workers. Oh, no. 3 workers. I mean, it's a pretty deep proxy barracks, but that's huge, guys. I think he could have started the pylon and the battery a little earlier, and then he wouldn't have had to lose this. He's now going to go for a second battery. Realizing the first one might not be enough. Oh my gosh. Building probes. Do we see a third stalker? I feel like we should. And notice, look at this in and out micro for Clem, man. And you just, so the way you do this, guys, is you select the bunker and you click the load button or you use the hotkey. And then as the stalker goes forward to shoot it, you just left click on the SCV. Unload it, it's on auto repair, and then, oh, he was too slow on that one. MaxPax finally gets rid of it. Good probe pullback here. At least he gets the SCV kill, kills the bunker, so no refund. I've talked a lot about how that's a huge hole in many Protoss players' games, as they keep letting Terran players sell the bunker. Whereas if you just focus fire it, it denies 75 minerals, which is actually very important. Okay, Reaper does take damage. Oh, okay, that Reaper goes down as well. Stalker trying to pull back. Cyclone doing some good damage. Here we go. Stalker's going to go after that Cyclone. As long as the Cyclone gets out, he'll be good. Yeah, Reaper can tank a few shots, allowing the Cyclone to escape. So if we look at the units lost there, the tally is 2 Stalkers for 2 Reapers, 3 probes. I mean, MaxPax has done a good job of chrono boosting probes to recover, and the command center is so late. So incredibly late. It started only at like 320 or something. I think there's an argument here that Clem overcommitted to his follow-up, and if he'd gone for a quicker expansion, he might have been in a better spot. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did have to pull a lot of SCVs off to catch that probe in his base, so it actually lost him a lot of mining time, slowed his build down. He does have like a Cyclone Viking pressure on the way now. I'm surprised he's building more Vikings and not medevacs. I thought there'd be 1 medevac, even though it is a Phoenix play, but I guess he's like, nope. Oh, that's huge. MaxPax work account's good though. I can see him getting back in this game because he's got 2 mineral lines full. And I mean, if you just look at the mining, not having a natural mining sucks, dude. Look at this. Clem's trying to like spread the SCVs out so they can all like not block each other and start mining quicker. And he's going to return cargo. They all go back to mining. Orbital finally on the way. Phoenix does come in and see that expansion's just landed. I mean, MaxPax has got his 3rd started as the natural lands. He'll feel okay about that. It's the push that's the scary bit. He's building an Immortal. He needs a battery on his 3rd as quickly as possible because this battery is only going to heal to about there. Robo Bay goes down. 4 gases are now up. So that's 2 base full mining. Here we go. Here's the move out, guys. 1 tank, 2 Cyclones, 2 Vikings, 1 Widow Mine. The Reapers did all go down. The Phoenix are getting pushed back. 2nd Immortal is absolutely essential. I'd like to see him chrono boost to 2nd Immortal. No battery on the 3rd just yet. MaxPax starved for cash after all that early damage. Yeah, somehow Clem very slow on building up. He's just going for all in. He's going to go for a big all in. I think he should push from the right side so he doesn't have to deal with the ramp. The ramp's a bit too painful otherwise. Does deal with that probe. He's trying to push the left. I guess he's got Vikings. Vikings for air vision should be good enough. 2nd Immortal only now starting. 3rd Phoenix is almost done, but not there just yet. 1 hit on the Cyclone is nice, but it's not massive. Cyclones coming forward to the Marines. The Lib siege is up. Lib Viking tank. I mean, that's a powerful siege position. I think at this point, the Lib can probably inch forward a little. Gotta be careful of the Phoenix on the right side, though. They could intercept the rallying tank. That would be big. There's only 3 Phoenix. They can't kill it in 1 lift. It'll take them a while. The Viking Cyclone Lib is occupied on the other side. Battery overcharge doing pretty well, though. Oh, the Immortal goes down to the Lib tank shot. But the Stalkers do take out the Lib. That being said, Widowmine kills the Stalkers. Siege tank goes down to the 3 Phoenix. They do pull back. That's very important. Getting rid of the Lib and one of the tanks is huge because now another Immortal comes forward. Oh, it's going to die, though, if he's not careful. Takes a lot of damage. Might need to build a new shield battery here. 1 Immortal going down is huge. Gonna have to intercept reinforcements again with these Phoenix. I feel like these Phoenix should be going across the map. They can't be sitting at home. MaxPax, he's trying to still keep probing a little bit here. I mean, he's stopped now, but he was probing just a second ago. Cyclone runs in. Probe goes down in the worker line. These Phoenix need to be doing stuff. They need to do it soon. He's going for it. Probe's being pulled. Zealot's coming in. Immortal as well. Picks up the siege tank. The Immortal backs away. Decides to save that for another day. Tank gets picked up. Phoenix goes down. Tank gets picked up again, perhaps. No, Phoenix just going to take down the Viking if he has enough, but he doesn't seem to have enough. And Clem, I can't believe it. Clem manages to do it once again with this push. The Cyclone, the Viking, the tank, all on red hit points. And Clem up 2-0. He is just non-stop aggression against Protoss today, and they just don't have anything to stop him. All right, guys. Clem up 2-0. Proxy did a bit too much damage, but I think MaxPax could have held on there. Those Phoenix needed to go around and pick off the reinforcements, number 1. Number 2, I mean, he also lost, remember, he lost his first Phoenix to the Widowmine, didn't get a scout off because of that. And he lost like 3 probes at the start. So yeah, it was a pretty bad start for MaxPax. Let's see if he can recover now. He's sending a gate scout across again. Clem's going double gas again here on Ghost River. This is a rough start to the series. MaxPax now needs to Super Saiyan. He needs to go, he needs to make constipated noises for the next 23 minutes to charge up his ultimate ability called 3-2 reversal from behind. Now, how do you do that as MaxPax when you're such a defensive guy? Your 3-gate didn't work. I mean, a 3-gate could have worked. Like, it was close, right? But I imagine this is going to be a standard 2-gate or 3-gate. Probably a 3-gate blink opening. PSA for the viewers, says Hedgie. If you guys take your SE to install from one device to your new one, just copy pasting it, saves the long download. Just make sure you do a scan repair after for any updates. Works for all Blizzard games, FYI. Yeah, that's a weird thing I didn't know about for a long time. Then I was like, you can just copy paste your game over to a different drive and it just works. You're like, oh, it's kind of wild. All right, we've got a reactor coming down factory as well. I think I might have to debate Twitch chat in a little bit about people are suggesting that corn dogs are actually a good food. Maybe the ones in Australia I've had at carnivals are just garbage level. I don't know, man. They were okay. I guess they weren't the worst thing, but I don't know. Don't think it was a great food. Yep, Shade's out. Stargate builds to block him. I like the Stargate opening, man. Clem jumps up to double check. So I guess it's going to be Phoenix Colossus. Oh, I think he's dead. Tries to bounce it. Oh, he almost pulled it off. You need the grenade to be exactly between you and the shade. Now, because they normally click the shade on top of you, you want to stop on top of the grenade. So you throw it at your feet and then you pause for a second and then you move and the shade should just barely be on the left and you could be on the right of it. But because they didn't get bounced in opposite directions, the Adept was still able to land the hit. Here we go. Adept's coming forwards. Command center's there. Starport's almost finished. He hides the... Yeah, he doesn't go far enough back with the command center to fully hide it. The Adepts do see that. Good shade backwards. So the shade back's good because the Cyclone is going to come out. Otherwise, it would kill them. Second Cyclone's building as well. Clem has just been ruining Protoss players with Cyclone medevac pressure today. Second gate. Ooh, Oracle! We almost never see Oracle anymore. I love Oracle opening, guys. Good thing about an Oracle opening is because Terran's often not expecting it, has nothing at home to defend that shoots up, you go in, you kill like 5-6 workers, and then all you need to do is survive at home. Because you're just so far ahead, especially if they've done a double gas build. That first Oracle's already flying through the north of the map. One Adept does get taken down. 2 Adepts shading backwards. He's thinking about a third base as MaxPax. That's kind of crazy. He's on 2 gates. He's got a 3rd gate building in the wall off. Shield battery going down now. Oracle comes in. He's going to get... Oh, only one. Get out, get out, get out. He sees the Cyclone. Continuing to fight would be crazy. And he actually did well by getting the Marine, but then he accidentally stopped moving. And that Liberator's going to kill him. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, he's going to lose his Oracle, man. Liberator, actually not a terrible anti-air unit. Gets himself an Oracle kill. So, Oracle did not pay off at all. It is just 3-gate Stalker and Phoenix production. Now, the only downside of Clem being so aggressive today is that might be predictable. Oh, but he's actually changing it up. I was about to say, if you just keep doing these Cyclone, Liberator, Marine mine pushes over and over, like, basically MaxPax might just make like 8 Stalkers now with batteries, use that plus Phoenix and shut it down. Problem is, this time he's changed it up. He's swapping into 3 barracks on Tech Labs. He's going to make stim shields, lots of Marines. The Phoenix do see the units at home, though, and that prompts MaxPax to go Twilight Forge, realizing this game is definitely going to go longer. Phoenix going to be rotating around. Does take out an SCV on the gas. Nice harassment from MaxPax. He's got to watch out for this Widow Mine down here. I think he knows about it, though. I think he knows that Widow Mine's there. Ooh. Okay. Okay, it's charge! It's charge Phoenix, guys! Wow. Normally only see like Estrella play this style these days. Occasionally Geralt will play it as well. A while back at least, he used to. This is cool. 3 gas, Mass Zealot Phoenix. Look at that, guys. Gateway Explosion. A lot of people make a Gateway Flower. MaxPax makes a Gateway Line. What a badass. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes a 4th base in the near future as well. Looks like a Liberator is waiting down the bottom for the Phoenix to be out of position. Cyclone Marine pushing forward. The problem with Zealot Phoenix against this is he's gone into Stim Shields and Mass Marine Marauder production so early that Clem is going to hit a critical mass of bio quite fast in this game. On the other hand, MaxPax is on 60 probes. His economy is ridiculous right now. 60 probes already. Templar Archives coming in. He'll be able to make Archons as well. Hey, Pylon that was building spots to drop. That's really good for MaxPax. Gotta be careful, mate. That Widowbite is so close. Ooh, double Widow Mine behind there. Gets himself 1 Phoenix, damages the other ones. Good defense by Clem. I just don't think you should attack as Clem. Like, this drop is kind of greedy and unnecessarily so, because if the Zealots jump on top, the Phoenix fly on, you're not getting home. Even though you've killed a Phoenix here, there's still 3 out, 4th one popping. The 5th Phoenix gets out, it'll kill Medivacs very quickly. Few tickles on the Medivac. 3rd command center has started up in the main base. 4th and 5th barracks have gone down as well. So Clem's going to be transitioning upwards in that tech tree. Just kind of more bio. Ghost Academy should probably be his next choice. Phoenix trying to stop this Medivac from escaping. Clem's going to focus down 1 of these Phoenix. Focuses down a 2nd one. Oh, but he's slow on the pickup because he'd already used the boost. He loses 2 Medivacs. I think that was a really good catch there for MaxPax. He loses a few Phoenix. But honestly, I think the Phoenix part of this game might be kind of over anyway. I wouldn't be surprised to see him start up Blink and stop Phoenix production in the near future. MaxPax takes out that Widow Mine on the 3rd. He's got a 4th base coming up on the right side, already with a cannon and battery on it. Mass Zealot warping in on the bottom side. A gateway there as well. MaxPax does not want to let Clem get this 3rd base. He feels like he's got the advantage and he wants to keep it going. Interestingly, no armor upgrades. Armor upgrades are amazing on Zealots against Marine Marauder. However, he's focusing on pure damage. MaxPax wants to go back from this position to his standard Colossus style, which is very based on attack upgrades. Oh, awkward harassment micro from MaxPax there. 3 lifts for 1 SCV, guys. Youchies. Pig, that's a gateway schlong. Oh, well, it wasn't before, but now he did just build the 2 balls. That's funny, I'm casting this with 2-minute delay, but he did just build the balls beneath it, and they're different sizes. Lore accurate. I'm sorry, guys. Shout out to Enforcer 1 for spotting that. Someone's mind's in the gutter. 2nd Forge, Robo Bay coming up. The 2nd Forge is going to help as well. MaxPax is on 78 workers on 4 base. He actually looks very ahead right now. The comeback looking like it could be possible. Ooh! Observer coming in with this as well. Widow Mines are getting taken out. Widow Mine only hitting 2 Zealots. It's a lot of units. The whole army stims, and look, MaxPax just pulls away. He says, dude, if you want to overstim, you can overstim. Accidentally charges back in with 2 Zealots, but Prism is in. Oh, he's in it to win it. Nice. The Ghost takes down that War Prism and EMP into some focus fire. Very well done there. And MaxPax with his Prism getting shut down and most of his Zealots cleaned up in the natural. He gets 10 SCVs, but he has to back away. A force field on that ramp's very scary. You got to be careful chasing Protoss down that ramp, but no energy left on that sentry. Used it all in the Guardian Shield. The Bio's overstimmed. This is a very dangerous move for Clem. Clem and dangerous moves. Name a more iconic duo. The Archons getting some good hits off. One of the Archons is so low, but it did not go down. Those Widow Mines die. MaxPax has to get his Colossus out. Where are they, guys? Colossus number 1 is over here, just to the north. As it joins in... Look, he's hidden the Colossus. That's interesting. He keeps it out of scan, guys. It's going to come down now. Not sure if Clem saw that. He only got a glimpse of it. 5th base on the way with a cannon and a battery as well. MaxPax has a giant income and feels like Clem is kind of stuck in the mid-game. Just now starting his 4th command center. No armory. No 2nd engineering bay. This has been really well played by MaxPax. From a relatively fail first Oracle to a very successful mid-game, MaxPax getting away with monstrous greed, and felt like Clem, I think, just thought he was playing against a more aggressive style, but this was proper macro Zealot Phoenix. This was not all in 2 gas Zealot Phoenix. It was 3 gases up into 4, into the Robo, into the Colossus. Or you even got that extended thermal lance, +1 armor, +3 attack all on the way now as well. Zealots coming in. 30 Zealots on the map right now. They're not going to be that good in frontal fights. So I like that he's splitting them up and thinking about doing a run-by in the south. So this is the army you do a lot of fancy micro on. You stutter step backwards, and the Zealots kind of charge in from elsewhere. Zealots, first 2 got cleaned up. They come in and clean up the Widow Mines, but he's got to get out. And not quite able to clean up that Marine. Another Zealot goes in to try to finish the job. Not able to get it done. Second Robo's on the way. Dark Shrine on the way. 5th base nicely saturated. MaxPax poking forward. Oh, he picks up a Ghost. Using that leftover Phoenix from the early game to great effect. Mass Zealot comes in from the south as well. Mass Zealot on the bottom left of our screen, guys. Oh my lord. That is a massive fight right there. Colossus number 1 goes down. The Vikings have fallen though, which means the other Colossus doesn't really have a counter to it. Zealot Archon coming in from all sides. The Colossus roasting the Marines behind the gas. And Clem unable to get the 3-0. MaxPax denies him on Ghost River. Alright. Still only needs 1 game to win it all though. Clem going to go into Site Delta, a map with a lot of space across it. But it's also quite open to the multi-prong. This is a map where I think there are points where Protoss looks very good when the Zealots are swarming in, when they're attacking with like big storm drop charge lot attacks. But there's also times where defending this main base, this big main, and defending out here to the natural, the 3rd, the 4th, all the way up here, there's just a lot of ground to cover. And I always feel like it looks like Protoss is kind of healthy, and then Bio stims into the 3rd, a drop goes into the main, and one of those fights just goes terribly well for the Terran, and very poorly for the Protoss, sorry. And the Protoss ends up just falling apart from there because it's a bit too much space between those bases, very hard to reinforce those armies. So perfect army splits, good vision management are usually the keys here for Protoss. Apparently there was a small patch today, which is why this replay might be broken. Oh, I had no idea. I did not realize there was a patch. I guess the game auto patches, so keeps closing my game in between each replay. I don't know why, but I didn't know why, but apparently there's a new patch, just a small one. Unable to slow down the barracks at all there. MaxPax does take a bit of damage. So this is a 1-rax expand for Clem. No 2 gas openings anymore. Gets in front of the probe, does limit its ability to regen. He really wants to build it on location. He's happy to delay it a little bit. MaxPax. Oh! Probe blocks it for ages. And also gets away. And sees the Marine. That's massive. That's huge. Because if you know it's Marine, you don't need to worry about Reaper. If you wanted to, you could skip the chrono on the Adept, but looks like he just wants to go put on pressure. Say, hey, you better build a bunker. I think there's a nice metagame there where you go, look, he's going to build the bunker anyway. Let's not use that chrono. Let's chrono probes instead. I think that's actually a really nice adjustment. You don't see MaxPax make these adjustments very much. There's like a few tiny details. Like MaxPax is pretty good at making small adjustments, but there's a few small, like just really little things which I feel like he just doesn't kind of have his strategy eye on at all. And I really kind of wish, I don't know, because he's already so good. But I really want to see MaxPax with like thinking like who would be like the best Protoss coach? If you took all Protoss pro gamers of all time, who would be the best as a coach? I feel like, I don't know, man, just for build orders, Zest would be really good. I think Zest would be amazing. Small efficiency things, though. Having like a stats or a Showtime whispering in your ear would be pretty good. And then having a Haas. So yeah, you'd have like cool new meta-defining build orders from Zest. You've got like just very safe defensive optimizations and like very systematic organized defense from either a stats or a Showtime. Let's say stats. And then you've got a Haas, who's just there to notice like tiny little habits in your opponents that you can take advantage of. It's like, when he goes Marine first, he already builds a bunker, so you can just skip building the chrono on the Adept. You know, and then, or he's like, if you do a charge lot all in at 5 minutes 20 with 6 gates, then you can win every game against this guy because he does this opening. You're like, okay. There's some cool little details that could be noticed. Now, this is going to be a Dark Templar drop for MaxPax, which is really bad against Raven. But it looks like it's a tank It's a tank dropped sort of thing. So he's going to go for like a medevac marine drop into a marine tank push potentially. This could be like a 2-base bunker push. The idea being that if you've got a medevac for vision and you get rid of this pylon, you just kind of win the game on this map. Adept continues to come in, doesn't see that much. If the starport swaps and builds a Raven, he might be okay, but the Prism's already on the way. I don't think the drop's going to see that. Now, to be fair, there's only 2 Adepts at home, guys. No shield battery on the natural. Oh, no. You better warp in Stalkers as quickly as you can. Third gateway's here. He needs to warp in Stalkers. MaxPax does warp in 2. Starts fighting with a few of the probes. Oh, that Widow Mine forced to unburrow because otherwise it would have friendly fired itself. That one only gets a single probe. Good defense so far considering he has no units to defend with. And actually, Clem respects it and backs out. I thought Clem might just stay there and do more damage. Right now, Clem has no idea about the Dark Templar. No idea about the Dark Templar. He's got to warp in another one. Liberator might see it. Liberator might see it. No! He barely sees the blur, but I don't think he notices it. Why would you be looking at the Liberator at that point? There's no reason to have your screen there. Here we go. Dark Templar coming in, guys. Dark Templar coming in from both sides. And Clem, he GG's. You might be wondering why. Well, guess what, guys? He doesn't have a scan. That's only on... Let's rewind. So he's dropped a mule recently, basically. So as the Prism's flying in, guys, he's just dropped a mule about 10 seconds ago and one about 30, 40 seconds ago. And he's on at 37 energy, which means about, what, 18, 16 seconds, something like that, until he gets one scan. And the other scan is going to be miles away. Hasn't even started the Raven. And that's just a free win for MaxPax. Nice build order victory. All right, all right, all right. Maybe Clem should have realized from the fact that there were so few units defending what was going on. Clem, in the top right side of the map, is going for double Proxy Marauder. It's 14-14. 14 barracks, 14 gas. It could be 2x Reaper, I guess. That's pretty rare, though. Man, he's going all in. I think he thinks MaxPax won't scout this game. But MaxPax scouts every single game. And the question is, can you take a second gas fast enough to convince him this is a normal build? Because this gas normally goes down at like 56 seconds with a Proxy Reaper opening, a normal opening. But I don't think you can spare the minerals for that second gas with this build, which means MaxPax scouting kind of ruins your whole opening. Ooh, Clem going for a really basic all-in right now, guys. He's been watching Harstem's Cheesiest Man Alive series and going, you know what? Watching Harstem beat up on 5.5k players has given me inspiration. This could work for me. Zealot's on the way. Honestly, I mean, you see single gas. He's like, if there isn't a command center going down, oh my god, he's still gonna go Nexus. I would not go Nexus here, guys. I mean, you can defend it, but MaxPax is making this very unnecessarily difficult. Look, you see a second depot. There's no command center. You know what's going on. You know this is a 1-base double proxy barracks. It has to be. He's gonna send the Zealot across the map. No, okay, he's gonna pull it back. Are we going to go Robo? So notice there's no warp gate. I think he wants to save his gas, but no second gateway either. He's still probing. He's going to make warp gate and his shield battery. This is crazy. Guys, I always talk about Heroes' defenses of double Proxy Marauder being insanely risky. I mean, MaxPax definitely is being insanely risky right now as well. He's just going to chrono 1-gate Stalker. He's going to have to pull probes. There we go. Second Stalker starts. I really feel like cutting probes to get a second gateway down, then resuming probes is really good. But he's just focusing on getting the batteries up on time. We'll see. He might know this defense perfectly. Zealot Stalker doing what they can. There are 3 Marauders. Concussive is not done yet. Concussive is meant to be a little slow. It's not the biggest priority. I do think he should be fighting though, right? Maybe he's going to wait for 5 Marauders. But I think if you fight before the second Stalkers, they're 3 versus 1. You can drain the energy on those batteries pretty well. Then again, I guess he's looking for the critical mass. Clem might just wait, because if you get 8 Marauders, you can pretty much one-shot a Stalker. So it takes 9 Marauders to one-shot a Stalker. He might just be looking for the critical mass. How do you deal with that, guys? You have to pull probes and buffer. Oh, no. Yeah, he's just waiting for enough to one-shot. That's 6 Marauders. It's the next one after this one. When that Marauder pops, he can one-shot. As it is, he can already 2-shot these Stalkers no matter how much healing they have. He's got to get them all in at the same time. Oh, good first volley there by MaxPax. Great first volley. Oh, no battery overcharge. No battery overcharge. 1 Stalker goes down, but 1 Marauder falls as well. Oh, watch out, though. If those Stalkers get focused down, Clem's going to have it. Clem, so close. Can he get it? Oh, the battery overcharged at the last second. The Stalker refusing to die. It's not enough Marauders to get through the healing. The battery overcharge is doing amazingly well. Clem here maybe overcommitting right now. I think he's got to wait for overcharge to run out, or he's got to get more Marauders to the point where he can just blast right through it. He's on 5. Remember, it takes 9 Marauders to one-shot a Stalker. Because of that one armor it has on its 80 hit points, it will barely survive 8 Marauder shots. Oh man, this is very close right now, but I think MaxPax unit count is looking very scary. 5 Stalkers and a Zealot. He's got so many batteries as well. Oh, he's gonna get a few hits off for free. Clem messing up. Clem loses a Marauder for free there without even fighting. Oh my god, he tries to punish, but he loses another Marauder for free. Oh, MaxPax scouting and shutting it down. The boys are being pulled. Clem is desperate, but he lost his firepower. He already lost his critical mass of firepower. The Marauder comes forward and kills yet another Marauder. And MaxPax shuts that one down in the cheesiest, most brutally, I want kill you now grand finals I've cast in a long time, where they both just took turns killing each other. That looked like proper Korean TVP. You know the Koreans, I think MaxPax and Clem have played each other so much, they've gotten sick of just playing standard macro games versus each other. After doing it for the last 6 months straight, they've decided, let's actually try and hit each other with a lot of cheeky builds. And they both seem to end the game very quickly today. Very nicely done on this final defense. Perhaps Clem should have waited for all 9 Marauders and then tried to run forward and one-shot Stalkers. It was always going to be hard, though, with so many batteries, probes blocking, Zealots blocking, and all that sort of stuff. Very, very, very nicely done there. GG. Well played, MaxPax.